olórúkọ àjàgbàgbà olórúkọ àpẹràbì olórúkọ àpẹríre olórúkọ àpẹríògbò olórúkọ àpẹjẹyàn. Ìrẹ́ni mímọ́ tó mọyì àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ o. Ìrẹ́ni mímọ́ tí ò kí ń rìnrìn ìdọ̀tí. Ìrẹ́ni tí tẹ̀rẹ̀ kì í ṣí ẹni tí tẹ̀rẹ̀ kì í ṣá. Ọlọ́run tí ò lè kúkú òjijì o. Ọlọ́run tí ò lè gbọ́ ikú ẹ̀ lójijì o. Ó ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀, ó ní òpin. Ó ní lẹ́tọ̀ọ̀fẹ̀ kankan. Àbí ọ̀sìtù wo ló fi yí sí Ọlọ́run tiwa? Ta ni bàbá tó bí ẹlẹ́mọ̀ o? Ta ni màmá tó bí ẹlẹ́mọ̀ o? Mọ́gàjí àwọn alágbára o.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Daily Market Flow.
Aṣíwájú ogun lálọ́. Akẹ́yìn ogun lálọ́.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Daily Market Flow. This is 7 a.m. Daily Market Flow, this is our first edition. We're going to be analyzing the market every day, trying to see the buyers for the day, the trend, and everything for the day. So that's what is going to be happening on the Daily Market Flow. Okay, so daily market analysis. We're going to be taking a look at different pairs, but we will not be able to extend and analyze every pair. But for today, we are going to look at major pairs here. So let's take a look at Um, Let me start with Euro USD, one of the most traded pairs ever. Let's see. We're doing that on on Trading View. Okay, so this is a 4 hours time frame. Let me go to the daily time frame. Let's see so that we can be able to capture the general bias. Daily time frame. So what can we see on the daily time frame? This is Euro USD on the daily time frame. We could see that the market has done gone into a recent supply zone, sorry, demand zone rather, got into a recent demand zone. Let me remove this so that we can start all of this from top. Okay. Okay. And that my recording is playing. Okay, so this is a daily time frame, and we are trying to figure out the buyer. So what I do mostly, let's shrink the market. Let's see the trend. Trying to figure out the buyer. So what I do mostly, let's shrink the market. Let's see the trend. So there's a trend. Now basically is Euro USD is on an uptrend. So on a daily time frame, we can already establish that this is an uptrend. So let us see how we can come off it. Although that uptrend has been broken, now there is a push to start coming towards the downside. on Euro USD. This is a daily time frame. We are only looking for a bias. Note the daily market flow is not a signal session. It's a session where we check out the monthly the daily bias, the bias for that day, to see what direction we are going to be trading on. So basically the monthly time frame is suggesting the Euro USD is looking towards the downside because we were on an uptrend, but that uptrend was violated with the last low being broken, and it has come to test that break of the low and is approaching towards the low side. So although it's still ranging, it has not created any significant breakout on the higher time frame. So on the higher time frame, we are expecting a break from this zone, the two yellow zone being highlighted, one and two. We are expecting a break from this. Then we now have move down to this third yellow line here. Note this is a daily time frame. We are still going to move out to the lower time frame. So the blue line is where we are expectant that the market is going to come to based on the daily time frame. Now I'm going to move over to the 4 hours time frame. I'm going to move over to the 4 hours time frame. So at the 4 hours time frame, let's shrink it again so that we can see possible trend in the 4 hours time frame over again. So even on the 4 hours time frame, we can still see the same thing, a break of the uptrend still ranging on the 4 hours time frame. So what we are looking out for now, definitely Euro USD is giving a possible sell, but we ought to wait for a break of this zone. The moment Euro USD breaks on this zone, then we start looking for a sell a sell direction for it. So that is it on Euro USD. Euro USD, our bias is a downtrend, open for a sell on Euro USD. So whatever you are trading, you take a look at your strategy and look for a sell. You stay safe, you become safe at that zone. So let's take a look at GBP USD, another most traded pair. So GBP USD, let's see what we have here. So a blank chart over again. So we have a daily time frame first. So on our daily time frame, we can see that GBP USD is giving us an uptrend vibe. But let us first of all mark out some certain zones, all the key zones. We have these, we have this, we have this. So these are the eyes. We are marking out the eyes. So we are marking out the eyes on the blue zone, on the blue lines. The blue lines are the eyes I've highlighted. These are the key zones where reactions took place. Now, note I did not take note of the eyes on the downside. I'm only taking note of the eyes on the high side because this was established to be an uptrend. So now let me figure out my market structure and figure out where we are. I'm gonna take a look at previous market structures. Note I'm not teaching you a strategy. I'm just trying to figure out for you where what the direction, what is the bias of the market. So we can clearly see that the market is on an uptrend very clearly on the daily time frame, the market is on an uptrend. So we're able to identify the touches of the trade. So the market is in an uptrend, and we are now having what do we call it now? There was a break of this uptrend, but it was a fake out. It went back up and even broke the last high. So now, what are we expecting on GBP USD? Let's go to the 4 hours time frame. On GBP USD, we are expecting a possible. We are still saying it to be an uptrend, but we are expecting a possible sell to this zone. So it's either it breaks through when it comes down to this zone, this particular zone here. It can either do two things. Definitely, trading does two things. But now we are not looking for a specific direction for now. We are waiting. In GBP USD, we are waiting. On Euro USD, we said we are looking for a sell. Whenever you see a sell. But on GBP USD, there is no clear direction for now. So we only wait for the market to come down to this zone. Then we look at other candlestick confirmations and all of your strategies. If it aligns, then we look for a possible buy. But if the market should break through this, it's likely to come down to this zone, the trend line, before pushing back up, or coming down to this support line before pushing back up. But if it now breaks this trend line, we now wait for a reaction to see if it's going to start having a sell. Because most people they want to feel Euro USD is going down, GBP USD should be going down. Trust me, it's so much trickier than that. There is no, there's not always a correlation in the market. There's not always correlation in the market. The market can be so manipulative sometimes. So just do your analysis and forget correlation sometimes. So that is for GBP USD. Um, let's take a look. What do we check out again? What do we check out? Let's check out for gold to see where we are. So let's check out what we can see on gold. Gold has been on a bullish trend for as long as I can remember. Gold has been bullish for as long as I can remember. So basically, I will say on the higher time frame, it is so unsafe to look for a buy, to look for a sell rather on buy, so unsafe. So whatever strategy you're trading, try to find a buy trade. Gold is on a bullish trend. Now, some people will think, oh, it has been going up, it has been going up, it's supposed to come down. That's not how it works. It only come down when there are indications that it should come down. But if there are no indications, then it will keep pumping up. A lot of people were thinking, oh, it has gone up when it got to 2006, especially when it got to 3,000. A lot of people thought it was going to start going down from 3,000. That has gotten to an all-time high. It's supposed to create a low first before pushing up. But all it did was to keep ranging at that 3,000 before further breaking it to the upside. So on gold, only look for a buy. Whatever you do, always look for a buy. Except if you're a scalper. A scalper, you always find a buy or sell regardless of the trend. This is the NFP week, and the NFP week is always very manipulative. One thing we need to know is every week before, every day before NFP, the week, which is the week, the market tends to consolidate and delay in delivery prices. This is just so it can create all of those volatility it wants to create on the NFP day. So if you're trading, you need to be careful with trading. You need to be careful with whatever it is you are trading at any point in time. So um apologies. Let me see how long this has been. Okay, still on track. So gold, we are definitely on a bullish trend. Fundamentally speaking, gold is a very strong buy. So let's see. let's take a look at NZD USD. So we have NZD USD on the daily time frame. Now, why am I analyzing on a daily time frame? The daily time frame is not where you need to take your trade from or get your signal from. A daily time frame is just where you get to see the overview of what is happening, so you don't get trapped in the wrong direction. So I can see a very struggling point here at this point. You can see the market struggling seriously at this point. So now, what trend will we establish this to be? The market has been ranging. New Zealand dollar has been ranging, has been on an range. If you go to a smaller time frame, you will be able to establish a trend. But on a very long scale, New Zealand dollar versus the USD dollar has been ranging. So this is a very odd spot where it is right now. So if you go to a lower time frame, you'll be able to trade the range. That means in the range on a higher time frame, you'll be capable of seeing other trends. So for New Zealand dollar, it's ranging, so we have no clear direction. So let me check the last pair for this morning. Subsequent morning, we are going to make this more interesting um, and very and make it in an active manner. So let me see GBP Chef. So GBP Chef is also ranging. Oh, there's been a lot of volatility in the market this year. This year has been crazy, up since February. So GBP Chef is also trending, is also ranging, but we can clearly see a downtrend. If we should take a very closer look at it, we'll be able to establish a downtrend, but not so strong. A downtrend that is created even in a ranging market. So we can establish the reason why I am not fully comfortable with the downtrend is because this was a very volatile move on GBP Chef, a very volatile move, which the market tried to correct. So this is not a normal market movement. When I mean this is not a normal market movement, this is not a movement that is done based on technicals. It's a movement that is an impulsive movement due to economical factors. So when something like that happens, they move with impulse without any form of retracement. So, but because it is a financial market, it has to correct itself. That is correction back to this side before coming down again. So, but if we still want to take a look at it, we're going to say this is a downtrend. But trust me, do not trade this as a downtrend. It was an impulsive movement. So, sorry, this is short. This is our first edition, and we intend to make it interesting. For every live recording we do, there is recorded, so you can always go back and see the bias for the day. And I think subsequently we are going to be beforehand. We are going to be dropping the peers we will be analyzing beforehand. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being with Pinnacle Matrix today.